resistance at 32 for a while now. False break. Wait, no. RSI's at 30. Tight build up, 30 to 32. No way. Holy shit. It's coming.
Well, as the old saying goes, welcome to Stock Talk Live. Lots to talk about tonight. Ryan Cohen, as usual. Not as usual, but Alibaba. Other things. China's making some moves. While you were sleeping or partying into the long weekend. A lot was going on. And it's not about weather balloons, folks. And the first 3 days of the market's getting cracked over the knee, hitting 33. 33K on the Dow, down 82 today, and J-Powell's still hiking, so there's a lot to talk about. Let's get into it. Unfortunately, I don't like seeing the red light. This tomfoolery needs to stop.
It was about 1% down when I saw.
Yeah, it's up after hours. It's up 4%.
On record low volume. It was the third lowest volume day, I think, in the last 15 years for GameStop.
Yeah.
It was like 1.7 million volume. So pre-split, that's like less than 600K.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, no, yesterday the market got killed yesterday because of the Home Depot earnings, which, I mean, a lot of people were surprised by that, but I mean, everything that we've been talking about, slowing economy, it's like, well, you don't have money to fill your fucking oil tank. You're not going to go to Home Depot and build an addition. I mean, and what really shocked the heck out of me was, I think it was down like 200 at the open, and then as the day went on, usually just buyers come in, it settles out to like down 100, up 100, whatever. But there was some strong conviction to the downside. I mean, it was down like 500 at noon, and then it ended up being down yesterday like 660, I think.
Wasn't it the Fed minutes where they came out?
Yeah, the Fed minutes came out today. Market was up, and then Dow was down 82. I guess there's two takeaways from that. I mean, the Fed's not willing to stop raising rates, which could shout out to all those people who predicted rate cuts in March. You guys really fucking nailed that one. Like shout out those idiots. Second, I mean, there was some Fed members that were willing to go as far as to hike it at 0.5 last month, which is pretty crazy.
The article I read said anticipate like 25 basis points going forward.
Yeah. But those 25 basis points add up. And I don't think, I mean, the inflation numbers, after last week where it came in a little hot. I mean, Boar's Head, what was it? Horseradish now, it's $5.99 Stop and Shop, I mean, I paid it, but they can go fuck themselves. It used to be $2.99 a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's fucking.
I'm a fan. Fortunately, it lasts a long time.
It does. It's great. I mean, a great product, but just price is just ridiculous. But what are you gonna do? I think the main story is what we were saying about Ryan Cohen and Alibaba. We were talking about this pre-show.
Oh, yeah. So let me see if I can pull up one of their charts here. A breakdown of where the media announced Ryan Cohen bought into Alibaba and Nordstrom, right? And both tickers have been just declining ever since that news came out. He's not bought, like he had bought months prior. Like what? The same thing happened with Bed Bath & Beyond.
Yeah.
We even talked about it. Like,
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I still have the clip saved in here, but the one lady where she was like, "But that's months old news. Like, how's that affecting the stock now?" So what's going on here?
I don't know. I mean, there might have been like speculation or inside information that people had that said like, "Hey, don't buy the dip or whatever." Not buy the dip, but buy the news. Buy on the rumor and sell the news. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I mean, it's definitely something. I mean, I will say what Ryan Cohen is doing definitely is still in the is still making news. Obviously, and people are flocking to it. Obviously, because they wouldn't.
He's kind of tight-lipped. Like, he doesn't. He's more action, not telegraph your moves here.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So it was announced this month that he was in Nordstrom, down ever since.
Yeah.
After a high. Like, what do we got for Alibaba? Kind of the same thing, right?
Yeah. No, absolutely. No, it is the same thing.
Right around
I
that
mean,
same time frame. Both companies that he's bought into, he presented as bullish news, and then it just goes down ever since. What's going on?
I mean, it could be the shorts think that.
I think that
No, the shorts could think he has a lot of money locked in, and they're trying to attack him. You know what I mean? That's one way to look at it.
what people are saying in the community, with that Ryan Cohen buys all stocks meme, is what if he just invests a bunch of money into like all these big successful companies? You can't tank them all.
No,
Because
you
it's
can't.
kind of
No.
like, it's almost like a smear campaign. Like, oh, here comes Ryan Cohen. He's invested in this one.
No, you can't. You can't tank. You definitely can't tank them all.
I think that's the
Not
narrative.
a lot of money.
I think that's the narrative. Is anything that this guy touches, it's not going to be good.
Yeah, I think they're trying to. I mean, they're trying to push that narrative, but I mean, how much really does Alibaba and Ryan in Nordstrom? How much involvement does Ryan Cohen have in that?
I think he's just a big shareholder. He's not on the
Yeah.
board of either.
Yeah, I don't think it's
Bed
really.
Bath & Beyond is the same thing.
What was it? I have to. I also brought him up too because Chewy actually sent my cat or my wife and I's cat a birthday card, so that was nice of them.
They like delight your customers, and they'll keep coming back to you.
No, I mean, shout out to Chewy. It was nice of them. Sure, Callie appreciated it in some way, shape, or form. Not sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's documented. People unfortunately, their pets pass away, and Chewy will send them flowers or something like that.
No, definitely. What was it? I think one of the main topics. I mean, it seems to be life happens fast, but China's making moves.
Yeah, I messaged Robbie privately today, because we could be on the cusp of World War III. I let my friends know China's on the move and they're ready to help out Russia. If you believe what Vladimir Zelensky's been saying, he says that World War III will happen if China sides with Russia. So,
Yeah,
cause for concern.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, just a little bit. I was actually really surprised. First off, I was very surprised that Zelensky said that because that's obviously not what you want to project in the financial markets. I mean, in the financial markets, it's not a good message. I mean, World War III isn't going to make people buy stocks. I mean, I'll tell you that right now. The other thing too is that Zelensky, I think it was like a week ago or a couple of days ago, said that he thought that China eventually would come into the side of Ukraine. So, I mean, that's or he said he thought, but he was hoping, but it didn't appear to be that way. You know, I don't think that. I don't know where this is going to go. I mean, well, I think ultimately China is going to side with Russia. I think we all know that. I mean,
Xi Jinping is a wild card.
Yeah, or Z, yeah. But what the heck his name is? I just think that, one of the big surprises to me about this whole thing is the fact that, Russia's not looking to like take over. I mean, when people talk about like peace talks, I mean, it's going to be very hard to get peace in that region because, Zelensky wants Crimea to be, come back to Russia, and that will never happen because, economically, Crimea represents an important point only because there's a huge natural gas pipeline to China coming in from Russia, and it flows through Crimea. So Crimea will never be given up. In Russia, I know that Russia basically is, everyone's saying, well, they're getting killed by oil. Well, no, they're not, because India is still buying their oil. Once that pipeline's still giving natural gas, and if things keep going up and whatnot, then it's not gonna. Eventually, they're just gonna be like, enough of this shit. Like, what? Like, just end this. The other thing about and it kind of affects the financial markets is, everyone's been taught. I mean, it was in the one of the chats about all the factories being blown up. I mean, who do we think is behind that? I mean, it's pretty obvious. Like, if you're going to fight a proxy war one way, then the other side can do the same.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I wrote this in a chat. Look, if you have enough people, enough teams, whatever you want to call it, that get over the border in Mexico, and you say you run 200 and 50 get in, well, you're winning because its success rate, even if it's 25%, I mean, it can still do some damage to integral parts of the United States infrastructure.
Big time. And
it's pretty laughable that a lot of people think not laughable, but I think something probably a little coordinated is going on. I mean, all these train derailments, all these factory fires, it's like, stuff just doesn't spontaneously combust and get cut. Somebody's got to do that.
to steal from, pardon my take, not a conspiracy theory guy, I'm a connect the dots guy. Oh. Let's connect some dots here. Weather balloon gets into U.S. airspace. It's a Chinese weather balloon. They said it's over Montana, over our missile silos, makes it all the way to the Carolinas, and we shoot it down. We find communication technology on board linked to the Chinese military. All right. More balloons start showing up. They gave up the search on a couple of them. Another one had a payload, but it could have been just like a radio club, weather and radio club, the local GPS people. Then a train goes off the rails and dumps toxic chemicals in Ohio. Yeah. More trains with more toxic chemicals are derailed. Some don't have toxic chemicals aboard. A truck in Tucson flipped over, nitric acid into the air. I saw this morning, I think it happened wasn't it in Boston today? There was on the highway on 495. There was a truck carrying a train. And
that's just the MBTA being fucking idiots. And anyone who sees this,
what if it's a mistranslation? Hey, dummy, you're supposed to get the trains that are on the tracks, not on the roads. Could be. And then Xi Jinping is saying that he wants to go over and meet with Putin in a couple weeks, and he sent over one of his top guys already.
Yeah.
So all that linking to China. And just ahead of their meeting with Russia, which could mean a World War III, gather some intel ahead of time.
I don't think it's World War III, but I think that, unfortunately, I think Ukraine is going to be the battleground. And I think that we've, as a world, have got very lucky by the mild winter for America and mild winter for Europe, because I think things could have got sideways a lot faster. Just with energy prices and with other things. there's just a lot of stuff that's going on geopolitically right now that are affecting affecting the financial markets and affecting, you know, other things. I mean, look at how, you talked about the weather balloons. I mean, Lebanon, Sri Lanka, and other countries are in complete fucking chaos and free fall. Lebanon devalued their currency by 90%. You're not seeing that in the news right now. I mean, it's just
First
fucking
time
anarchy.
hearing of it.
Yeah, it's just fucking anarchy. In Sri Lanka, I mean, they're a fucking mess. I mean, yeah, and still a mess. And they have, it's
Bro,
it's
they've
not
been a
good.
mess for like 30 years.
Yeah, but they were actually like, they adopted some new policies and whatnot, and then the next thing you know, like they don't have any. I mean, they don't have any money. They don't have any fuel. They don't have anything. So it's like, all right, well, that
Like,
didn't work out.
I remember a kid in like my second grade class. His sister was in college and she was over in Sri Lanka doing like missionary work, and that was in the 90s. Like,
Yeah,
they've been a mess for a long time over there.
absolutely. I just don't like.
My parents are like, she's where?
I know, right? No, I just think that there's a lot of stuff going on like underneath the surface that, like, for the financial markets, it's not good. I mean, look, you really want to get
Pulling
into
those ropes.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, pulling out the supports. I mean, look, I'm not saying Lebanon or Sri Lanka is the economic fucking, linchpin that makes the world go round. But there's just a lot of stuff where you look at and you're like, what the bleep is going on? You touch on, we've touched on the whole, like, farmers, and we don't need to get into that tonight. But I mean, it's just some of the logic here. Like, we're in the middle of a global food crisis, yet we're shutting down farms. Canada, all across Europe are trying to, at least. It's got to just make you wonder, and you definitely wonder what your investments are, like what they should be, and whatnot. I mean, I don't know. And a lot of people might consider, like, what Rob V's the conspiracy theorist. No, I live in, like, some of this stuff is fucking coordinated. Like, you can't
Connect the dots.
Yeah, like, and how it affects your money. Well, hey, if you if you blow up a pipeline, hell of a good time to buy oil stocks. That's not financial advice, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, what's Union Pacific trading at? Did they get a spike off of that other train derailment?
I have no idea, honestly. I don't think they did. I would have heard about it, probably at work or something. I really don't know. Oh, they're trading at 191. They're down $2 today, but I mean, whatever. Yeah, I mean, over a month, dude. They've been at 210. They're at 191. That's nothing. It's nothing too crazy.
Maybe because people don't trust the railroads.
Probably not. I mean,
faulty equipment. Pipe bomb was found on the tracks outside Philly.
Yeah, Philadelphia. Yeah, that was another one. Yeah, I did see that. I mean, I told someone I work with about that. They told me it was Philadelphia and to calm down. I was just like, wow, I don't know. First off, I don't know what the hell that's supposed to mean. But, second of all, I mean, let's not live in an alarmist state here, but, it's not good. I mean, it's just, it's interesting. Like, a lot of stuff that's going on right now is, it's very slow moving, and it's obviously not moved as fast as I thought with, with some of my predictions from the winter, and I'll own that. But, I think the wheels definitely are in motion for something, for some loggerheads to hit,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, WES stock is going to fucking hell. Good for them.
Oh yeah, they're brutal. Like, I'm surprised they haven't been delisted yet.
It should be. They honestly should be. I mean, F those clowns. Yeah. But I think there's other thing. Go ahead. Sorry.
Thomas Petterfee came out and he said that this is a terrible situation. Here's the headline from Benzinga. This is a terrible situation. Major brokerage CEO sounds alarm on GameStop, AMC, and meme stocks. He said, I feel so sorry for these people who are going to lose all their money. I don't know if he was talking about retail or he was talking about shorts, because AMC's been going up and GameStop's held that $20 floor, for 2 years pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what
He's the same guy. I got a clip of him here.
Is he talking about fucking Deutsche Bank? Because they're not holding any floor right now.
No, sorry, I had the wrong guy. I got a clip of Leon Cooperman.
Yeah.
No, but Petterfee's in this one. Here it is.
I mean, what's going on in GameStop right now conceivably could take a couple of firms out, hedge funds.
We have come dangerously close to the collapse of the entire system.
Same guy. 2 years ago said that we've come dangerously close to the collapse of the system.
Yeah, I bet.
Buddy, if me buying and holding shares in a stock is gonna break the system's already broke.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
let's look at computer shared. Because reported short interest is dangerously creeping up, or even some figures show it greater than the amount of shares that are remaining. So when I see a couple people watching, if you miss this, let me just give you a rundown really quick. This is a chart of GameStop's ownership. So we know how much is held by institutions. We know how much is in mutual funds. We know how much is in ETFs. And then insiders, that's public knowledge. Stagnant, this is being held for vested shares, I believe.
Yeah.
And then this purple portion is retail ownership. These are shares that people have directly registered in their name. So we can quantify that with the Reddit scraper. When you directly register your shares, you type in a little command for the bot and it logs it. And this guy built a website to keep that updated and give us like a trimmed average. 59.5% of the float is locked up by retail.
Yeah.
So there's 57 million shares in this remaining portion, which should be the free float, what shares can be traded at any given time. Like these insiders, they're not trading. Those are locked up. Like they can't just sell. You can, but it's reported. And institutions too. We generally see that. So I've seen 57 million as the reported short interest on GameStop. With the remaining shares being less than that, something's going to break.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
oh, hello. How'd this guy get the link? Somebody sent him the link. What's up, Trent?
Hey, what's up, Trent?
Man? Let me get my for some reason my AirPod never wants to work the first time I put it in, so let's see if
check 1,
right,
2.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
There we go.
You're good, man.
Okay, now I can hear you.
What's up, buddy?
How you doing?
What's going on, guys? Hanging in there.
Talking finance.
Yeah.
What are we talking finance about today? Like what?
We talk GameStop we talk GameStop every show.
Yep. Market's definitely taken a beating the last 3 days. It's down like 650 points the last 2, I think.
Jeez.
So, yeah. Well, it's 2%. It's nothing though.
That's some real money.
It is real money. It is real money. There's no doubt about that. There's no doubt about that.
So other than talking finances, what have you guys been up to today?
Just working, man.
Pulling articles.
Yeah. That's about it, you know.
Yeah. For some reason, Jay has a hair in his ass about me, and I'm going on there at 8, and I think I'm going to deliver him a beatdown in which he will never recover.
Kick his ass.
Do what you got to do, Trent.
I don't know if you heard me call the show today, but I was like, this guy's legitimately like telling me to bring a gun to the show. Like, and Kirk's like, what do you want me to do about it? I'm like, might be nice to like notify the authorities or something. I said, in a country that's got the most mass shootings in the world, we probably shouldn't be so loosey-goosey on who we just let in. I've never been to a live show, so there could very, very easily be security that I don't know about or metal detectors. But yeah,
It wasn't at Saco, but that wasn't inside.
Yeah, Saco. There wouldn't be at Saco.
Saco, they didn't even check my ticket.
There you go.
Seriously,
Intern Harrison, and I just drove in.
I'm gonna grab my drink. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no. I didn't actually get to listen to Trent's call today.
I think he's got AirPods in. I think he can still hear us.
Yeah, no, I honestly didn't. I listened to the first. I listened to the show. I listened to the first J call, and then I had another call, so I couldn't do much.
It wasn't the best.
Yeah, no.
Thanks, Kirky.
Thanks, buddy.
Is that actual Kirk Minahan?
That's what it says.
Yeah.
Holy shit. No, so yeah, I mean, I called in today. I grew some balls for the first time in my life and called in and just kind of introduced myself and then told them, like, I'm up. Don't worry, I'll be on that too, Mike. To everyone's chagrin, I've completely lost my train of thought now. Oh no!
Yeah, you said you called in, right?
Kirk, yeah. So he actually, you know what? He said a couple nice things. So if you go and you look at my Twitter account, you'll see a pinned tweet where I edited it just to say, Trent's such a nice guy. I really do like him. He's a nice guy. That's my pinned tweet now. Let me see if I could find a...
Plug your Twitter.
Sounds like Trent? Yeah.
Okay, so
This guy brings a gun into the fucking paddles it.
got that in their head.
Are people that listen to that
Gun to the wall. I understand.
hello? Get him out of the picture. John just
So the timestamp is 1:44:39 on the actual show. I don't know if you're even that interested in listening to it, but if you want to go back later or play it now or however you want to do it, it's not
Trent,
very.
this is a meeting of the minds. What do you think about the SEC charging the Mormon Church for concealing a $32 billion portfolio?
I think that there's a shit ton more than $32 billion in that portfolio, if you ask me.
That's probably just
what was the figure? It was much higher.
Yeah.
At one point in 2019, they had 100 billion in holdings.
100 billion. God, I can't. And they're their own.
Yeah.
Don't even get me started. Did you guys? I'm sure you did. Did you guys ever watch that documentary on Jerry Falwell Jr.? I think it was on Netflix. It might have been Hulu. But like, I'm invested in trying to give the listeners the absolute best experience that they can have. They put this documentary out on Netflix. I'm trying to remember who the fuck was in it. I'll remember and come back to it. But it was someone stole a stupid, tremendous amount of money and was able to essentially get plastic surgery and get what the fuck is it called? Like get out of the country and everything. It was someone that was deep into it wasn't Doge. I don't think it was Bitcoin. Oh shit, now I can't remember what it's called. Netflix. Let's see.
You don't know what it's called?
No, you're not sure?
Yeah, it's been like 2 years since I've watched it.
Okay. I also in the past gave out, if you're looking for a finance documentary, Enron, the smartest guys in the room.
Okay, that's exactly what I was thinking about. And it's crazy that a couple of those guys have gotten out of jail and have gone on to actually create energy companies. Well, I know one of them's dead, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that.
The downfall
it's
of Arthur Anderson.
Yeah, it was the downfall of Arthur Anderson. They never came back after that.
That whole
People forget
situation,
it used to be the big 5 accounting firms. Now it's the big 4. And we can segue that. China has alerted its Chinese-based companies to stop using Western big 4 accounting firms. So weather balloon, which is actually a communications balloon, is over our missile silos in Montana.
Did you see they found uranium today?
Uranium?
Oh, there's a fire at a uranium plant.
Yeah. It was in Ohio too, wasn't it? Or was it somewhere else?
It wasn't in Ohio. It was somewhere else. But I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And did you see that? I'm sorry. I'm monopolizing this. It's y'all's show.
Well, just keep it finance related, man. It's Stock Talk Live.
Yeah. Yeah, the uranium plant was in Tennessee. And that's a pretty fucking big deal considering you don't want uranium on fire.
Here's my new cat that I just got, by the way.
Oh, nice.
She likes to do shit like that. That's the thing. You know what? Let me open Apple News and see if I could sound as smart as you guys for the next however long. I'm just gonna look up some finance stories. What do you guys think? Well, it's not.
No one watches the stock show.
Yeah.
8 viewers. This is an all-time high.
Yeah. Good dude. What are you gonna say?
Say that one more time.
What were you gonna say?
I'm just looking at all the different finance articles, so I can try to sound as smart as you guys are.
So, what do you think about an all-time high $1.5 billion per day is being put into the market by retail investors?
I don't feel like we're seeing that at all. I don't know if we're supposed to be able to see that.
69. Stop spending your fixed income on weed and hotel rooms. Guacamole chips.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
I don't know. Did I already ask you to? It's been a busy fucking day, and like I said, I've got the flu, so I'm on like double dose of Tamiflu right now. Did you guys say that you are or you're not going to Portland?
I'll be there.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Okay, cool. I'm just trying to meet as many people as I can.
Please don't kill me.
Yeah.
Dude, that's the funniest thing. That's the funniest thing was because you know what Jay actually told me was like, he's like, you're not going to last in this world. I was like, why? And he goes, what did he say? He's like, because you're too.
It's 49 tomorrow.
You're not going to last in this world?
What? Well, I'm sorry.
Player.
My
NHL
favorite
player.
hockey. 48. I mean, the only person I could think of right now it's Matt Grzelcyk.
48? I don't even know.
That's a funny joke. That's a funny joke. I think this is bad advice. You should listen to Jay.
Yeah, that's horrendous.
I think that's bad advice.
So Jay, tells me I'm not going to make it in this world after. So what? I'll tell you the story from the beginning. It's not a very long one. It's not stock related. I'm sorry. It'll take 2 seconds. So I go on with, I think it was the Big Dog Show with VD and all of them. And then Jay comes on. And once he comes on, everyone fucking leaves. I was like, I'll give this guy a chance. So VD stayed on and kind of moderated it. And like, he went from being like a complete fucking chode to just being like a nice guy. He's like, oh, I thought you were Trent from South Dakota. I'm like, because that makes sense. So I don't know. I think he's just fucked up half the time. That's a guy you need to get his finances. You need to get him on here to talk about some finances, so maybe he can move out of his parents' house.
He's not welcome on the network.
Whoa, shots fired. I don't think he has a debit card, so
Cash App.
Cash App.
I talked to him. He uses Cash App.
He's a big Cash App guy.
He can deposit like $500 a day. Don't worry about it.
That's how he gets paid through DoorDash. He gets reimbursed by his friend's account that he uses.
Is that actually what he does for a job? I mean, I'm never going to knock someone that's willing to get out and I hope to God that's
you got VIP, Trent? You got VIP?
Yeah, I know.
I really hope that's not the actual Kirk Minahan. Because I'm already self-conscious.
That's what it says.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you what. If this is the real Kirk Minahan, send me a tweet. That'll suss him out.
There you go. How about this one? Could be the beginning of the end for White Castle. The company's tied up in a legal battle. It was determined they've been illegally acquiring employee fingerprint data in order to access Paystub and company computers, Paystub info, that is, for over a decade.
Stealing their identity and biometrics?
No, but they're not allowed to do that. So if they're charged on every instance of this, it could be up to like $17 billion in damages. They're hoping that they only get charged on the first instance.
Did someone abstain? Because I'm looking at an article on Fox News right now, and it says the court was split with a ruling of 4-3. So is there a judge that didn't vote? I'm assuming you're never going to – let me pause that, because that would make an even number of judges. So that'd mean 2 people would have to
– Kirk's clapping back at you.
Oh.
No. Yes, sir.
There you go. You better bring an envelope to Portland, man. Kick up.
Dude, you should – I'm going to give Kirk probably not the best gift he's ever received, but definitely no, I'm telling you.
Oh, no.
I'm going to give him something that he wants, believe me. It took me
Jerry likes you.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
I'll only come on on, Luna. I'll only come on Jerry's show if Montante is producing. Or Ironhead. No, man, but I mean, to go back to your point, what are you guys heavily invested in? Do you play with GameStop? Do you play with AMC and stocks like that? Or do you guys actually invest in long-term stuff, or do you mostly just day trade? Because that's why I had to get out of using Robinhood. I didn't realize you could only make so many trades in a day, so I stopped using them. Luckily for me.
Yeah, Robinhood's kind of they don't have your best interests at heart, Trent.
We don't like Robinhood here.
No, not at all. Plus they killed the buy button on GameStop. That was awful.
You know what's funny to me is, when's the last time either of you were in a GameStop?
Sunday.
How many people were there besides you and the employees?
3.
What about you, Robbie?
It's about a minute, but still packed. I mean, it's packed in the. There's one locally. It does pretty good business.
I think the ones in the mall do a lot better than the ones that are like freestanding in shopping centers. Because the ones that I used to that I go by there in the shopping centers are literally always dead. Like there's nothing there. So, but yeah. So what are you guys eyeing long term?
GameStop.
Is it gonna? So obviously, great GameStop's right up the street for me. I'm in. I don't know if you know this. I'm in Fairview, Allen, McKinney, Texas, just about 20 minutes north of Dallas.
Okay.
Where is their headquarters? It's in Grapevine, so it's probably about 45 minutes from me. And I honestly, because that's how I used to have to drive to get to the Red Sox games, unfortunately, to get to Arlington. Okay, these are all just fucking fake people.
I don't know.
I love every single person.
Including
that
Jay.
threw me for a loop. I would not stand in front of someone that was shooting at Jay, but I would render him first aid afterwards.
Okay.
Well, that says it all right there. I mean,
all right, I just got sent the link for.
so I'm going to take a wild shot. There's no love lost between the two of you.
Jay and I.
Yeah, I'm going to take a wild.
It's
stab
funny.
at that.
Well, it's funny that you say that, and I'm sorry that I keep going to my phone to look at stuff. But so I messaged him. I told him that Sneakers and I. Holy fuck!
Joe Rogan, folks. Who knew?
Picture though.
I mean,
so I told him I reached out to Sneakers and was like, "Hey, there's no point in us like fighting and shit over nothing." So like, I just kind of put water under the bridge, you know. Just I'm trying to be nice to everybody, cordial to everybody. He goes, "You need to chill. You're trying too hard." I said, "Sorry, I'm just nervous." He goes, "It's blatantly obvious. Dark chocolate helps," whatever that means. I said, "What do you think I should just do? Back out? I've only been on 2 podcasts in my life. Like, how am I supposed to practice?" He goes, "You need to fucking stop. You're not going on as a podcaster, you fuck. You're going on as Kent from South Dakota." And then I said, "I have no idea what you're talking about. I thought we were cool, and you come at me like this. You're a fucking asshole, pretty much." And then he told me that he planned on bringing a gun to the show. There's a lot to it. He gave me his phone number to call him because he wanted to fight. But yeah, he's I mean, it's tough to say because you've always got those people. A golden ticket's going to be good for a year and a half. I don't know.
I thought it was good for life.
Yeah, same.
Well, if he retires, I don't think it's going to work, is it? Unless I'm thinking of a different golden ticket.
Zoom call.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I'll
Round
just
of
tell you my
golf?
address when I'm in
That
the
should be
studio.
good for life.
That would be fun. Jay's just one of those people.
Carabas?
Wait, where are you seeing all this?
Do you not know like what was included with the golden ticket?
It's been 2 years now? That's back when they were doing the Barstool Fund, wasn't it? Because I donated $200. I know you got a show that was just Jerry and Kirk with the listener. You got an in-studio appearance. I think you got a round of golf with maybe Kirk and Ryan Whitney. And then I think you got 1 ticket to every live show for the rest of the time. No, but anyway, sorry. Back to the douche. He's just one of those weird people. Have you ever met someone that's like a dick and then you talk to him for a little bit and you're like, that person's not that bad? He's like that. He just wants his attention. I actually told him too, if he came up to me at the live show, I was gonna lay him out on his fucking back. So be prepared, boys.
Yeah, no.
Here, I got it.
Keep my head on a swivel here. Up in Portland, I guess. Oh, there you go.
Oh, it has the Barstool Fun logo on it.
Best producer in the biz.
Project for Bar. Oh, well, hopefully it's the case season 3. Because they did away with the early review of the project because they thought people were going to talk about it, right? Because I remember the guy that won was pissed off because he wasn't getting the episodes of the case a day early.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was like 5 minutes
Exclusive
early.
video call
Yeah.
with Tucker Carlson and Donald Trump Jr. Pass. Yeah, I donated a couple $100 to that. That was amazing what they did. That they put that together so fucking fast, and it did such a great job helping small businesses. And
Oh,
people
definitely.
still wanted to shit on them for it.
Oh, what the fuck do they
Ooh,
know?
An intimate dinner with Kirk and Jared. What is today? February 20th. Valentine's Day.
Attaboy.
There you go.
Went to the Bruins
his
and
name?
Stars game. Chris.
What's his name?
No, I'm just kidding. It's Kristen, but
Don Lemon's a huge fan of you.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Thanks for making it up.
whoa,
Tom.
CNN fucking loves me. So I'm not even gonna ask. This is a finance show. I'm sorry. So I just got my tax return back. It's not a tremendous amount. Looking at like $7,000. What do you think I should put? Well, if you could split that up and put it to 3 or 4, invest it in 3 or 4 stocks, which stocks would you choose? Based on the market right now, obviously.
Well, here's the first question. You got any outstanding bills you need to pay?
No, I'm debt free.
Good for you. No, because that's the first thing you probably should do. If you owe any balances on high interest credit cards and anything like that, it's the first thing you should do is pay that shit off.
Yeah.
Because you don't want them making money on you. Because then, that's like the
Yeah. Well, they fuck you over.
Oh, yeah. I mean, especially because credit card interest rates right now are like 20, 25%.
Hold
Best
on.
financial advice I can give you.
I think you
That
made it
looks a little
worse.
clearer. Is it? Let me stop my background.
This is bad advice.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a bad call.
His camera disconnected.
Yeah.
He's still
Oh.
in. Here he
Mhm.
is.
Oh, there you go.
Maybe it's just because of light. I don't know. If
3
I tilt
picks.
it down, is it better?
3 picks for me: GameStop, Tesla, and Chipotle.
Okay, so I've heard about Chipotle. I'm kicking myself because before the pandemic, well, not before the pandemic started, you said, hold on, I'm going to write this down before I forget. Chipotle.
Their stock trade's really high, and I think it's due for a split.
Yeah. What are they trading at? I mean,
Tesla.
165 last I checked.
Who's trading at 165?
Chipotle.
Chipotle.
Might throw Ford
So
in
actually-
there, but they had
Yeah.
like delayed deliveries on cars last quarter.
Post. You mean Chipotle Mexican Grill? That's trading at $1,000, 1,500.
Is it?
Yeah, dude.
Was I off by a factor of 10?
All good. Yeah. It's down $16 today. If I'm looking at the right thing. I mean, NYC.
CMG.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was off by a factor of 10. I apologize.
Oh, shit happens. Whatever.
So I actually had 500 shares of Moderna before the pandemic.
Nice.
Good for you.
It wasn't doing anything. I was sitting on it, and I'm so impatient, so I fucking sold it, and now it's at like $180 a share. But you know what? It'll never be as bad as those guys that got like. I can never stop watching the interview of the guy who was like, "How many Bitcoins do you think you've earned in your lifetime?" He's like, "I don't know." He spits out a number. He's like, "But Papa John's was the first person to take Bitcoin, so that's how I would pay for my pizza." I'm like, dude, you fucking wasted probably hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars on pizza.
Tens of millions.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. And then those people that throw their wallets away and shit.
They want you to promo.
Yeah.
I will be on Meeting of the Minds. What time does that come on? Is that next? No, that's a Big Dog show, isn't it?
No,
No.
Meeting of the Minds is in 8 minutes.
Okay, so I'm going to be on Meeting of the Minds talking to the sharpest, well, that's giving him too much credit. The dullest tool in the shed, Jay.
There you go.
That's essentially
Yeah.
what they want. That's essentially what they want me on for, and that's what they're going to fucking get. And Jay's
Get
mom's
on.
going to get it too if she's not careful.
On that note,
Yeah, on that note, I mean, it's not much
only
more.
one thing left to do.
Yeah, one thing left to do, and that's pump it up.
Pump it up, baby.
See
Is
you
this
next
where we
week.
leave? All right.
Yep.
You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump